Hello everybody, it's Vinyl Rich here with Vinyl Finds number 39. I got I think 6 or 7 albums here. That's usually what I try to show. If I show more than that, they go too long. First two I'm real excited about. This first one here, Brian Jonestown Massacre. This is my first Brian Jonestown Massacre that I have on vinyl. This is from these songs. This is an EP, and these songs are from the album Strung Out, which is this is a time when Anton Nukambi was he was hooked on heroin at this time. And there's 3 songs on each side. Actually, there is an alternative version of I've Been Waiting. But really cool. Glad to have this. I would say the cover's in very good plus to excellent, I would say excellent condition. I have probably 10 of their albums on CD. I think all of their stuff from the 90s. The Brian Jonestown Massacre is probably my favorite band from the 90s. Unfortunately, I never did see them. I remember seeing their name in the LA Weekly. They were an LA band for quite a long time. That's where they resided. I never did check them out. And I always noted, I love that name. And this is the label, the Brian Jonestown Massacre. I think they are probably, it's some black vinyl. I would say they're the best 60s band that actually wasn't from the 60s. Now this next one here, I was really excited when I saw this. I would say the album cover is in very good condition. It's got like a little right here where I guess somebody tried to tear off a sticker. But anyways, this is a Psychedelic Soul, the Freak Scene. Really cool to have an original copy of this. A few videos back, I did do. I showed Psychedelic Mood, and this album is actually that was a 3-record set I showed, and this album is actually one of the records on that set. But to see this original in this good a shape, I had to pick it up. Right here there is a little residue from a sticker, but a little bit of goo gone, get that right off. There is some writing on the back. Whoa, we froze up there. There is some writing on the back there. David plus Elaine. And I doubt if they're still together. Who knows. Original sleeve. This is a really, let me talk about the record here. This is a real deep psych, the kind of stuff I really like. I like this more than the folk psych. I like this more than the pop psych. I mean, I like that type of stuff, but that deep psych stuff with that crazy ass sitars and all that trippy hippie shit, I love that stuff. And some of the songs work fantastic. I mean, it's great psych. Some of the songs don't quite work as well. A little heavy-handed in the message. But overall, man, this is a good psych album to have. And I'll show it again. This is the original. Man. Original sleeve. It's got bunch of posters here that you could buy on this side, and the inner sleeve. I guess some write-ups on some of their bands. And it's Columbia 2i, Psychedelic Soul, The Freak Scene. Good album. I'm glad to have an original of that. This is another album that pretty cool album to get. For me, I mean, I'm getting into this guy. It's Yellow Man versus Josie Wells. Two giants clash. I guess Yellow Man was like probably the biggest dub dude around in the early 80s, and I guess Josie Wells came along and he was another one that was, you know, pretty big. One side is the Yellow Man side. This is the Josie Wells side. I don't know if this is a compilation type album. I don't know if these songs were recorded specifically for this album. I'm sure Doug A can let me know in the comments. Fat City Vinyl, I should say. But it's a good album. I'm still looking for that Zuma Zumba Zumba or whatever you call it. But I'm glad to have this. And it is on that same sleeve, or record label, green sleeves. I like the quality of their pressings, and so far this is the one record label that I have stuck with as far as reggae and dub. This is a band, the Muskrats. Rock is Dead. It's got a price sticker here that I'll probably get off, $1.99. This was a band, well, you can see, one guy's playing the washboard, and one guy's playing the banjo. This was a mid-80s. It's kind of a bluegrass country with a punk rock feel. They had distorted guitars in their sound. I have their second album, which is called Soul Francisco, and I really like that album. I saw this album, and I picked it up, and I was reading online, and this album is considered to be a better album than the second one. I haven't re-listened to the second one, so I can't compare, but this is good. I really dig this. I believe they're originally from Nebraska, if I remember right. But yeah, this is some cool. If you find this and you like alternative punk, alternative country, or whatever you call it, really rootsy, give it a go. I guess these guys were pretty popular. This album was on college radio. I don't remember them being played in LA at all, but like I said, I did have their other album, and the album cover is what drew me to that. And again, it's another album on black vinyl. Muskrats, Rock is Dead, and it's on Subterranean, label out of Frisco. Next album here, really funky, really cool album here. It's Junior Walker and the All-Stars, Home Cookin'. This is a really good good listen. It's on Motown. Right here it says Soul. Right here, the Motown sound. But yeah, this is a cool album. It's that funky, gritty, southern rhythm and blues. Guy plays sax, he sings. I don't know if there's any hits off of this. Home Cookin's a cool song. Hip City Part 1 and 2. Actually, the whole darn album is really good. It's a really fun listen. I like this kind of music. It's pretty cool. And yeah, here's the original inner sleeve, the Motown sound. And again, this is the label, black vinyl. Home Cookin'. Junior Walker and the All-Stars. Pretty cool. Now this next album, I don't know why I keep buying albums like this. I mean, well, I do, because sometimes you get really good hits. I bought this one because of the album cover. It's Creola, the Talk of the Town, Rockin' Sydney. I thought this was a pretty cool album cover. Here's a picture of the cat on the back. I mean, pretty cool. I go, you know, in case somebody comes over to the house and they want to hear some rockin' accordion, now I can put it on for them. That's never happened yet. No one has ever come to my house and requested a rockin' accordion music, but there could always be a first. And that's exactly what this is. It's kind of regular rock and roll, which I'm not, I mean, I like rock, but that basic, you know, 50s rock sound, I'm kind of done with that. I mean, I like it, but I don't need some guy in the 70s playing it on accordion, per se. So I don't know. Eventually, I'll probably end up dumping this album. It's a pretty cool album, though. I don't know. I'll probably keep it because I do like to keep these unique things. And once in a while, I do, on a lark, listen to them. He has one song on here that seems to be more popular than the others. And I don't remember now what one it is. Rockin' in the Rhythm, maybe? But pretty cool album cover. And add to my ZBC Records collection. Never heard of that label. Pretty cool though. So far that's my least favorite of all these albums. All these other ones are classics. This one here is a sealed copy that I ran across. Jimi Hendrix, live at Woodstock. The Hendrix family is releasing a lot of stuff, and they're releasing a lot of live stuff, which is cool to me. This, I have the deluxe DVD of this, Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock, and from what I'm reading, this is the same mix that is on that DVD. The way it's mixed, you can hear the guitars, bass, and drums, and the other instrumentalists are kind of put into the background. You can't. That's one thing that I always, and I got a kind of a kick out of when I watched the DVD. Is, man, you see this one guy and he's just playing his heart out. You know, these congas or whatever. And you can't even hear him, you know, he's just playing his heart out, you know, and you can't even hear him on the DVD, and I guess they mixed it that way. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, Hendrix is my top 5. He's in my top 5 from the 60s, easily. I think, he's my favorite guitarist, and I mean, he not only was an innovative guitar player, he wrote really good songs. And I'm going to open this puppy and see what it looks like inside. This part of the, right here, this part is a little bit ripped here, so I'm going to open it from this end. Oh, and it is numbered, huh? I got number 2020, 2520. Oh, okay, that was easy to open. Just slip this off. That way I can keep the shrink wrap intact. Okay, this is the album cover to the back, and it's probably a double album or a triple album, it looks like. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's a triple album. Let's see if I can open this. It's a pretty cool picture. Holy moly. There we go. I can't see what I'm doing here. Let me stand up so I can see. There he is. There's that guy on the left of the screen. That's the dude that's playing the congas, and you can't hear. He's playing his heart out, man, but you can't hear the thing he's doing. This is a picture of the crowd, it looks like, and another picture of Hendrix there. This is cool. I mean, I have quite a few Jimi Hendrix of these concert videos, CDs, and I do have a lot of his DVD. This is the first of these reissued. I do have Band of Gypsies, but cool. That's it. 16 minutes, not too bad. Take care, everybody. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Go Dodgers.